Hey y'all, Kelly Whitney here with 28 of 40 things that older black women should be telling younger black women, but don't. The lesson for today is don't let people shame you for being single. Now, everybody's got a timeline. Everybody's got ideas about what it is that you should be doing, when, how, with who, the whole bit. Don't listen to that shit. You got to learn how to think for yourself. You got to assess your value, your timeline, what you want, with whom you want it, where you want to have it, all that stuff. All that requires that you think, you consider, and you make your own decisions. Too many times, external ideas, societal pressures are all in our, mental DMs, trying to make up a script that we may not necessarily want to follow. And when it comes to a life partner, don't allow anybody to rush you. Because getting hooked up with the wrong man or woman, especially when it's a legally binding arrangement, that shit can ruin your whole life. Okay? Being with the right partner can elevate your entire existence. Flip side, your ass will go down to hell and rent a room. So don't let people rush you. Oh, well, you're getting a little long in the tooth. When are you gonna have kids? Mind your business. Mind your business. And don't hesitate to check people who come with that nonsense, because that's a distraction. That's passive aggressive BS. Somebody's trying to throw a shot at you because they need to get out of your business. And feel free to tell them to do just that. And I think older black women don't tell younger black women to check people who try and push these societal ideas on them that may have no place in their actual life or plans, because they didn't do that. They fell prey to it. I know my own mother, she actually did not want to marry. She ran away from my dad 3 separate times. When they finally got married, he was holding her wrist to make sure that she couldn't go anywhere. They remained married for almost 30 years, but it ended in divorce. And my mother told me that it was only the first 10 years of the marriage that were really happy. And I can vouch for it, because when they divorced, I was 12 years old, and my mom sat me down to give me the news, and I guess she thought I was gonna be broken up. I can literally remember sitting at that glass kitchen table saying, good, maybe it'll be quiet around here now. Who you choose to marry is one of the most important decisions you will ever make. It's not something to rush over. Take your time to get to know people. Understand who they are, what they want, how your values align or misalign, how your dreams mesh or don't mesh. What do they like? Do they like what you like? Do they respect the fact that they may not like what you like? Too often, I think older black women fall into that same trap of rushing and minding somebody else's very sensitive business around life partner choices and marriage and such, because they just follow in the crowd. They have fallen prey to that whole idea that if a woman is not married, then there's something wrong with her. I would say that that same sentiment exists for men, but it's not as damaging, and it's only in certain contexts. If you're a powerful man who's looking for a leadership role in a company, for instance, the powers that be see that as a deterrent or an eyebrow raiser if you are not already in a committed relationship, because they make some correlations between your family man status and your ability to manage a tight ship. But when a woman is single, judgments, man, you could drown under the weight of them. Even recently, I happened to get a lot of attention for this series thanks to this woman, the Fine Feminine, over on X, reposting one of my videos. And I was looking at the comments because they're freaking hilarious. And this guy says simply, stop taking advice from single women. Sir, I'm not giving advice on how to get a man, but I bet I could though. I don't understand what me being single has anything to do with the value or efficacy of the advice that I'm sharing. Because there's a lot of married bitches out here who I wouldn't take shit from them. Advice, a snack, nothing. Somebody's marital status has very little to do with what they have up here. And you being single doesn't mean that you're somehow unworthy or less valuable. That's a societal trope that you should not fall prey to, because it's just a racket. It's a trap to control you and get you to toe the line and follow along with the crowd and end up fucked up, unhappy, attached to somebody that you shouldn't be attached to, and looking for a way out. Because marriage is a beautiful thing, but it's predicated upon the idea that you find the right person. That's not anything to be rushed. So don't allow anybody to shame you for being single. And I don't think enough older black women tell younger black women that, because they too have fallen prey to that societal pressure that women are simply better off if they're married. There's something respectable about a married woman, and there's something a little bit dangerous about a woman who's still single. I get it. Single women who can take care of themselves without a man, They don't have to bow to a man's pressure. They don't have to do what he says. They can move and shake how they like out here in the world. That's wonderful. But there's a lot of folks out here who don't appreciate that narrative. I think older black women should tell younger black women that it's okay to be single more often. It's a message that's worth repeating, and we should encourage them to take their time and identify the right partner, to consider why they want to marry. There's nothing wrong with marriage, but why do you want to be married? Do you want to be married just because the people around you are asking you why you're not married? Because married women do that. When are you going to get married? Oh, okay. Like I have a man in my pocket who's marriage ready. Are you kidding? That's like asking a hungry person, why aren't you eating? Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot my pork chop sandwich. I forgot to put it in my pocket today. What the fuck are you talking about? Like you can just snap your fingers and magically create a situation? Ugh, good night. Don't ever let anybody shame you for being single. It's a sad, sorry state when you find yourself attached to a partner that you want to be free from. And that's number 28 of 40 things that older black women should tell younger black women, but don't. I hope you guys come back for number 29. Thank you. Bye.